if when someone says I love you, I think maybe she means that I will give a kidney, I'll give my life for you if you're in trouble. And maybe when I say I love you, I'm like…
No, she only said, I'll give my heart, never the kidney.
No, but to that extent, that I will do, my life is yours. When someone says I love you, they could mean that. And I could reciprocate with I love you to the same person, but maybe my meaning is that I really like spending time with you and you're the only person, and whenever I want to go out, I want to spend time with you, but I will not give a kidney or give my life for you. So the thing is, we just say I love you, but because it's not tangible, you never know what is the exact this thing of it. So that's one vague conversation which will go on forever. And I have so many questions for you, and I think we're running out of time.
No, this kidney love I like.
Oh, you like? But tell me what is better. This is an answer I need. Like, can we survive with love and not enough money, or is money important and then we can also find love, like whenever we can, if we do?
See, we went through this in some way in the beginning.
Okay.
What you call as myself right now is a body, a certain amount of thought and ideas and whatever.
We will stick to this dimension.
And
if you go to another dimension, I lose you there.
And there is a bunch of emotions.
Okay.
And there is life energy. Without that energy, all this wouldn't be functioning.
Okay.
So these are four dimensions.
Okay.
What you're referring to as love is a certain sweetness of emotion. The question is not about who triggered it for you. It is just that because of somebody or something, you started experiencing a certain sweetness of emotion, which became so valuable at that time, you promised a kidney. At that moment, because that sweetness meant so much that actually in Hindi they say something, what, Gurda, something, what is that? What is that, huh? Something I will give away my kidney. That same thing is said in a more powerful way.
Okay.
So, at that moment I'm willing to pull my kidney out and give it to you, but not the hair. That is clear, okay. So essentially it's sweetness of emotion. What sweetness means is, see, if the body becomes sweet, we call this health. You feel healthy because there is a certain sweetness in the body, pleasantness. Sweetness is pleasantness, isn't it? You call something sweet because you say, oh, she's so sweet, because she's pleasant. For you, in your experience, she's pleasant, so you say it is sweet. So, if your body becomes pleasant, we call this health. If it becomes very pleasant, we call this pleasure. If your mind becomes pleasant, we call this peace. You're feeling pleasant, so you say, I'm peaceful. It became very pleasant, you call this joy. Your emotions become pleasant, you call this love. It became very pleasant, now you call it compassion. If it is somewhat pleasant only for one person, we call this passion. It became very pleasant, we call it compassion. Now, you feel like that absolute sweetness towards the tree and the air you breathe and the people, you don't even know who they are, it doesn't matter, you have pleasantness. So we say compassion. If your very life energies become pleasant, we call this bliss. If it becomes very pleasant, we call it ecstasy. If your surroundings become pleasant, we call this success. So right now what you're doing is, you're pitting sweetness of emotion versus sweetness of the surroundings. To create sweetness of the surroundings, we need the cooperation of many forces. Situations have to cooperate, people have to cooperate, many things have to fall into place, otherwise success doesn't happen. Pleasantness of surroundings will not happen unless there is a skill to it, there's a talent to it, there's a certain amount of management to it, there are many things. But the sweetness of the body, the sweetness of the mind, the sweetness of the emotion and the sweetness of your energy must be 100% your making, isn't it? Yes or no? The sweetness of the surroundings, everybody has a stake, all of them will play a role in this. But the other four dimensions, the sweetness should be managed by you. So if you are in charge of that, then you would keep this always profusely sweet. your mind, your emotion, your body, everything, you would keep it that way. Then all these struggles wouldn't even be relevant to you.